Hi there, this is Joe from Square XO, and this is episode 29. I'm joined by Dan.
Hello.
Nicole.
Hello.
And Rebecca. And it's Rebecca's birthday, so make sure you all say happy birthday to her on Twitter.
It is, yes. Hi guys, how's everyone?
Yeah, we're all good. Okay, right, before we start, all the usual, make sure you follow us on twitter.com/square_XO. I got that right, but I thought I got it wrong.
Yeah, just yourself.
I noticed the slight pause.
Follow us on twitch.tv/squarexo, youtube.com/JohansonWater. Visit our website on squarexo.co.uk, and you can leave us a nice review on iTunes, and that would be lovely. Somebody's watching TV downstairs and I can feel it vibrating up through the floor. It's just like, that confused me for a sec. Okay, and also we're on Patreon now, so patreon.com/squarexo. Dan's going to say thank you to the backers in a minute, but I just wanted to say, if you do want to back us, it's really appreciated, because obviously the more we're back, the more things we can do, like create more videos, keep the podcast running, and obviously if we get really backed, we can eventually keep the website going daily and run it full time and bring you gaming news and reviews and everything else that you love. So
we can create some of those mugs that we used to talk about years ago.
Mugs and t-shirts and
yeah.
I'd just love to bring you gaming news every day, because I love it. I'm sure Rebecca would love to write more reviews, and so would Nicole. So
yeah.
I'm sure Dan would even find the time to write plenty of stuff too. Yeah, so
of course.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'd make all the graphics for everybody that's writing all this.
Exactly.
Stuff.
Dan can improve the website some more so that it's tailored for all the content we bring you. So yeah. But anyway, that's a pipe dream. But just thanks for the backers we do have, and any backing we get in the future. Just really appreciate it. And even if you can't afford to back us, I'm completely understand that. I don't think I could afford to back us at the moment. That's a little money I've got, but it's really appreciated where you don't back us, but you're still just listening. I mean, because by being here, you're backing us, so you don't need to spend money to do that. So obviously, we appreciate that as well. And so thanks everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll do like a credits at the end, and we'll shout everyone out by name and whatnot. So good stuff. You covered everything there. Oh, I did tweet just before we started recording that we might have a little bit of a treat for the guys that have backed us so far, but maybe we won't blow our load straight away. Let's make them listen to something first.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, okay. So with that done, it's time for the gaming news, and the first probably biggest bit of game news, I guess, is the PlayStation Plus freebies for August, which includes Just Cause 3 and Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, and also Downwell, That's You, which was already there from last month. That's sticking around, so download it because it's good. Super Motherload, Snakeball, and Level 22. I was quite interested to see Snakeball in there, because obviously it's not that old, so I'm guessing
I've not heard of it.
I neither have I.
There's nothing in there that really interests me, to be honest, this month. I think I'll probably give everything a miss.
The Assassin's Creed takes my fancy. Obviously, I didn't even hear of Freedom Cry before, and I read up that it was actually it kind of flew under the radar. So that'll be an interesting one to play.
I don't even know what Freedom Cry is. Is that one of the 2D?
It looks like it's got something to do with Black Flag. I mean, I could be wrong when I say that, but that's what it looked like. So it looked like Edward in the thing, but I mean...
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's like standalone DLC, I think I read. So it's a standalone story, I think. Sorry, we're all rubbish at Assassin's Creed. But
I'd never heard of that one. I mean, I played a bit of Black Flag, but I never heard of Freedom Cry.
No, you're not the only one. Like I've read a lot of places that it was really underrated and it flew under the radar, so not many people knew about it. So
I did play Just Cause 3 though. In fact, I might have reviewed it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it had quite a big release, that one, didn't it? Last year.
I might have reviewed it, but I definitely played it because it's quite fun. You just basically run about blowing stuff up. It's kind of a bit of one of these games you don't need to think too much. Is
that the one where you stick there's people have made loads of videos of like people sticking rockets to cows?
Yeah, do all
grappling
crazy stuff. Yeah, but it's alright. It's alright. It's not bad at all, really.
Yeah, it got really good reviews. So. Yeah, it's a fairly good big game, isn't it, to have free for PS Plus. Anyway.
Okay, so sticking PS Plus, there's a price increase. It's going up to $49.99. So I think that's because they're going to do something with PS Now in the new firmware, because that's something else that was announced. If you didn't know, we might have mentioned it before, that there's going to be new firmware soon, and they were looking for people to help beta test it. But the new firmware mentioned about PS Now when you were doing the survey, so I reckon there's rumours that they're going to give you 2 PS Now games a month in addition to your PS Plus games, so you have access to PS Now and be able to download 2 a month. And then you
where's that rumour from?
It's just gone around Twitter sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
But I've said all along that PS Now's going to get integrated with PS Plus somehow, so I'll be right if it's right, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Do you think we should come back to discussing the price rise later? Do you want to do it now, or are you happy just to kind of brush over it?
Let's just talk about it. We can do the rest in news in a bit. But I think it's been blown out of proportion completely by a lot of people, in my opinion. It's only £10 a year, isn't it? I mean, it's not really that bad.
I know some people can't muster together like an extra £10, and to some people that is quite a significant amount of money. But I mean, I think people keep downgrading the service as something that's like really rubbish. I mean, it could be better, granted, but I mean, at the end of the day, I still want the service, so I'm not going to complain about the rise in price.
No, everything, like I put that everything goes up in price, but I did the poll because I was interested to know how people actually paid for their PS4. Because if they're going to, and I sound really mean saying this, but if you're going to moan about a tenner over the year, like you're paying £300 or £400 or £200 for a console. So it's a luxury item to have. And then PS Plus is then a luxury on top of the luxury. So
the thing is, if you go on Amazon now, you got Just Cause Free's £26, so you get half your money back just by.
Yeah, and I know people will be like, "Oh, but I don't want to play that. I don't want to download it." Like I said about 10 minutes ago, but I'm not interested this month.
There'll be games that you do want to download, though. You get your money back. £50, it's nothing compared to the PS Plus games you'll end up downloading. I download them all, so I will more than get my money back. Whereas I don't play online much, so I'm not really making use of that part of it. But I'm making use of all the other stuff.
Mine's the online part mainly.
Yeah, so people get different things out of it, don't they?
I mean,
like
I'm
Nicole
making use
says.
of the
cloud
saves, and the automatic uploads and things like that you'd kind of take for granted that you get with PS Plus.
Yeah.
So,
And I know it's expensive. You're right, Nicole. Some people will struggle to get £50 a year to pay for it, but then you just don't pay for it, I think, don't you?
That's what I mean. I agree with what you said. I think it's a luxury upon a luxury, so it's not like you're forced to buy it. Like, I just don't think anything's being taken away, really. I just think it's a luxury at the end of the day, and if you're not willing to pay that, or you can't pay that, it's not something you should necessarily complain about in that respect.
It's a bit like on the Xbox, really, where you have the Xbox Live Gold, which is obviously £40 a year, but then you have this new thing called the Game Pass, which is another £10 or something. So, I mean, obviously, if they end up sort of giving you the same amount for what you get for those two things on Xbox by including PS Now, then you're kind of paying the same price on both services.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I had both consoles and then you're thinking £100 a year, you can kind of see where some people, you start adding it up, and then Nintendo are going to do it with theirs, which is £20 a year. It does add up. But for me, I still feel that £50 is value for money.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm sorry if I've come across as an arsehole. No, I was just going to say, I'm sorry if I've come across badly by saying what I've said. I don't think that the increase deserved as much negative press as it got.
Yeah, it was blown out of proportion, and everyone started the whole console war thing again. Like, Xbox is going to get the upper hand, didn't they? Like, it was really.
So I'm the only one out of the four of us who doesn't have it. I've never had it. I'm not interested in it at all. I hate saying this because I know how you guys feel about it. I cannot see myself paying £50 a year for something that I will never use, and I just know I won't use it. So for one, obviously I'm not online, so I can't get anything out of it anyway.
Yeah.
And for two, so far, every single one of the games that I've been keeping up with, obviously because we do the news, so I do sort of keep up with what the releases are, I've either played or I'm not interested in. And I feel like a lot of people are very funny. I mean, I've spoken to people who say, oh, but you get the plus next to your name. I'm like, well, if you're just paying it for a plus, then you're paying for it for the wrong reasons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But then we've all got that ability to pay for it or not pay for it, and it's value for money for some people and not for others. You know, there's things that you want to buy in life that you can't, or that you have to buy. There's lots of different bills to pay and stuff. I just think if it's not worth the money, then the £10 rise means nothing. Then does it?
I've never had it. Full stop.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that annoys me is I wish that you could play online games without having to have the membership. That's the only thing that annoys me, because when I do have the internet, I've always wanted to have a go at Bloodborne PvP, and obviously I don't have the membership. And sure, you can do I think I did a free trial for 24 hours, but I hardly found anyone to play with, and I was like, this sucks, and I can't see myself using it for anything else. So it kind of annoys me that I'd have to buy a membership just to play games online. I think that is a bit annoying, but do you know what I mean? It doesn't affect me, so I don't really have an opinion about it. I mean, if people are happy to pay £50, then let them pay £50. If people aren't, then they're not going to. But I don't think it should have been as big an issue as it was yesterday and the last week when it's turned up.
It was everyone that was saying that they were happy to pay it were getting ridiculed for being for kind of undermining people that don't have that money. It got really personal, and
it got nasty.
It was horrible.
It's just value to me because I get it back in the games.
I think if you're using it for value, that's great. Do you know what I mean?
The prices rose in America last year, I think, anyway. So it's not like this hasn't been coming. Yeah, it's every, Netflix goes up in price pretty much every year. And
that's true.
Creative Cloud goes up every year.
The thing is, you can stack the memberships anyway. So if you're really that bothered, you can go out right now and buy about 5 of them. And
don't you have
Precisely.
Yeah, well, I bought the 18 during Prime Day. I bought the 18 months for
so did
£12. So obviously mine's won't run out for quite a while. And if I really wanted to, if I was that bothered, I would go buy another one now, and then it wouldn't run out to 2020. So if you're really that upset about the £10, go buy one now and just stack it, because you can
just get it
redeem it and it'll stack on top of whatever you've already got. So I mean,
out of interest, Rebecca, how much roughly do you pay to subscribe to Official PlayStation Magazine?
It's about.
It's more than £50 a year, isn't it?
Yeah.
You pay
£60
you pay £20 3 or 4 times a year, or a bit smaller. So I don't notice it because it doesn't come out monthly. It comes out maybe one in May, and then one will come out in August, and one will come out in November. So I don't notice it at all. And I've been subscribed to that from 2014. So I've never had a problem. The only thing I have a problem with subscribing to is my car insurance. That's the only direct debit
I don't think that's
I'm
called
not
a
happy
subscription.
about.
But...
See, I think
that's not. You can't pick that.
I used to love magazines, little PM stuff, but now I can't stand them now, because there's nothing there that I don't know. There's nothing there they can tell me. And
there's their opinion on
news.
games. There's the opinions on reviews and stuff.
Yeah, I do.
That's what I like.
I don't care about reviews.
Anyway,
I don't really.
I only asked that though, Rebecca, because you're obviously happy to pay that subscription fee. So that's it. Some people are happy to pay subscriptions for some things if it's value for money, and others aren't. And I just think,
you know what? If I had internet, I'd probably get it. If I had really good, stable, secure internet, I would probably have it, because it is a really good deal. Let's be honest. You're getting loads of free games a year. You get to play online. You get to do loads of things that, it's sort of exclusive to being in part of a membership. And that's what a membership should be to a certain extent. It should be an exclusive group. But I honestly think if I was in a place right now where I had really good internet, I'd probably get it straight away. But just because I have spotty internet, there's no point in me getting it. It just wouldn't work for me. But, I've nothing against the service. I think it's great. It just isn't for me. That's
one other thing that was pointed out in the debate by Darren on Twitter was that it's the deals that you get as a PS Plus subscriber as well. You get
discounts, don't you?
Kind of exclusive discounts. So that's another thing you said.
There's a lot of good stuff to be had, I think.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it. But if you want it, get it. If you don't,
that's how I feel.
About £10, get it now. You know what I mean? Like I say, stack it up, and then it'll not affect you for years. And then
you don't have to worry about it.
I would like them to see them do a tiered a tiered kind
tiered
of offering though. Yeah, so
Yes.
like you say, you could have a cheaper one just for online, and then you pay a bit more and get the games, and you pay a bit more and you get the whole service.
Yeah,
But
that might stop people being so angry about the price increase too, because you could just say, well, £50 a year is not good for me, but if I pick, say, £40 a year and I just cut out this exclusivity, then I'm still happy to subscribe to it,
Yeah.
It just gets confusing then, though.
It does, though. Mm.
So I think stick away it is. Throw in a bit of PS Now, which I think they're going to do, and just see how it goes. It's no coincidence to me that it's not rising to the end of August 31st, because that's probably when the new firmware will be out, and at which point that might allow for PS Now to be integrated into it. I think it's all part of the plan, but we'll see. It's all guessing, but
yeah,
we'll see. Okay, I'm going to move on to more news now. There's nothing major, actually. We may as well mention the Xbox Games Pass for August, which gets Dutch Rally, Dead Rising 3 and Limbo, and also the Xbox Games with Gold, which I did write down. Bayonetta. They get in Trials and Red Faction and Slime. So yeah, that's what Xbox gets for August, so I thought I'd mention that. The Sims 4 was announced for console. That's coming in November. My daughter's quite happy about that, because she was asking to play it on PC, and I don't think I've got it on PC, or it wasn't working or something like that, so she's quite excited to play Sims 4 on the PlayStation. So
I know a lot of younger, my brothers are into it.
Oh no, they're going to steal your PlayStation.
Yeah, well, sometimes I come home and they're playing No Man's Sky on it, and I'm like, excuse me? They're just sitting in my bedroom playing on my PlayStation.
So also, I don't know, you say Sign Mora, is it called?
Yeah.
That's coming. Right. That's coming in August to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. As a sort of indie game, I guess. I think I've seen it before, but I'm not 100% sure on it, because I never bothered with it, to be honest, so I can't say I'm an expert on it. What else?
Pretty sure it was a PS3 game at one point. It's by Grasshopper, which is Suda51.
That'll be why I'm not interested in it then.
Japanese. I think it's a side-scrolling shooter bit, I think.
Esports are coming to BBC 3. I'd throw that in there, because it's quite interesting to know that the sort of mainstream is starting to get interested in esports. Esports is something that's way over my head. It's a bit like, I can understand sitting watching football, but I can't understand sitting watching people play games. I can't do it on YouTube. That generation has went over my head. I know let's plays and all that. I'll let's play. I'll sit and I'll play a game and let people watch me. I'm playing the game, so I don't have a problem with that. But I hate watching people playing games.
Yeah. I had that conversation with someone. It was a Southampton fan rather than a gamer. She was a gamer, but they go home and then they watch other people play games, and you kind of think, well, why don't you sit and play the game yourself? Kind of thing. Yeah.
But no, I don't get that at all. I don't get watching people on YouTube playing games. I don't get it.
No, the only thing I get it for is games that, because obviously I'm not really into scary games. I would prefer to watch someone else play a scary game as to do it myself. But I mean, even then, it's not something I really invest time into.
Has anyone?
I've watched a few. Sorry, I've watched a few just to see if I'd like the game more. So I might watch the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes just to how IGN do the first so and so minutes of a new game when a new game comes out. Sometimes I watch the first 5-10 minutes of that just to see if it's something I would be willing to purchase myself, and then I turn it off if I want to get it, and then I get it so that nothing's spoiled for me, because I couldn't play a game where I already knew the ending. I knew exactly what was going to happen. So I couldn't, if I'd seen it and then I was like, oh yeah, now I have to pretend to be shocked when this happens. I couldn't do that.
Has anyone got any experience with watching esports?
Nah. No, I would never watch that. No.
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 It's good that it's breaking through, but obviously we're not target audience.
No, obviously not. No. Okay, so, but it's very popular, just to put that in there, because millions of people watch it apparently. So. Well,
the prize money is crazy for some of the tournaments, isn't it? You're talking 6 or 7 figures.
I can understand watching it and having a favourite, and because it's just it's got the name, closing the name. It's a sport. And millions of people watch sports. I love football. I love playing football, but I also love watching it. I can't get enough of watching it if it's more on teams. So I mean, I can understand why they would have a passion for it if they enjoy that sort of thing. But I just don't see the appeal myself. But I'm sure I can understand.
Did you watch the England-Scotland game last week?
What was that? Women's football?
The Women's Euro, yeah.
Nah, I don't watch women's football.
You're lucky then you missed yourself get a trouncing. I won't say anymore.
I only really watch my team. I'm watch Rangers and I'll watch Scotland, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I didn't really watch women's football. I've not really watched that before. I never even knew it was on TV, to be honest. Otherwise, I might watch it.
England are playing tonight. Not that you'll watch England, but yeah, they're playing
they
tonight.
lose then, eh?
Sorry?
Hopefully they lose then.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. For Honours to get dedicated servers, if anyone's interested in For Honour and dedicated servers, then that's the best news of the day for you. Lego Worlds has come to Nintendo Switch. I think it was September. Can't remember what date it was coming. September 8th. It's not a bad game actually, Lego Worlds. I quite like it. I've got it on PlayStation 4. It's quite fun. So yeah.
I wanted to get it, but again, my backlog, let's not go there.
Yeah, it's just one of these games you could put a lot of time into as well. Dying Light is getting another year's of free DLC, so that's pretty cool because Dying Light's actually a really good game.
I loved it, but I'm surprised that so many people still play it. I really kind of underestimated how many people were still interested in it.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah,
some really people have been trying to convince me to play it, saying it's good.
Have you not played it, Dan?
No.
It's so good, you have to play it.
I really like it.
I might get it.
It's excellent in co-op. Co-op's the way to play.
I've never done that.
Yeah. I done a live co-op stream. It's good.
I can recommend the story mode. I did that all on my own, and it was great.
It's definitely better when you play it with someone. So I'll play it with you, Dan.
Yeah. I done a live co-op stream of it, and it was really good. It was really funny. It's good playing a game streaming, and when you're playing with someone, that's really good. And you don't feel like you're just talking to yourself then as well, which is quite good. Okay.
Maybe we could all organise something, apart from you, Rebecca.
Yeah, I'll just sit it out.
You can be there in spirit.
Okay, what else? Have I missed anything? Nintendo Switch has shipped an impressive 4.7 million units in 4 months. So, there we go. That's quite a lot. It's pushing 5 million already, the Switch, which is quite impressive considering it's been out of stock all the time. Zelda Breath of the Wild sold 3.92 million units, and I think Mario Kart wasn't far behind at 3.54 million units, and then I think it was I can't remember what was the other one. ARMS, that sold about 1 million odd units.
Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah. So it's doing quite well, the Switch, so that's good. And final bit of news I've got here is just saying about the most popular games of the year so far. There's some figures here from the entertainment charts, so it kind of shows you the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top 6 games in the entertainment charts, but obviously they're not at number 1 or whatever because it's entertainment charts, so there's other things that's movies or music or whatever that might be more popular, but I've picked out the most popular games, and the most popular game of the year so far is Grand Theft Auto 5, which has sold 334,280 units to date this year. Tom Clancy's Wildlands is buying that with 311,792. Horizon Zero Dawn is there with 286,538 units. Obviously, this is I should say that more like 286,538 units, but obviously this is in the UK alone, and it doesn't include digital downloads either. So it's over 250,000 Horizon sold year to date. Yeah, FIFA's under that 242,000. Infinity Warfare 204,000. Resident Evil 7 190,000. So yeah, they're the top 6 most popular games at retail
So really, Horizon's up there with massive multi-platform, well-established IPs that have been out for years and years.
It's done well. I mean, 286,538 in the UK alone, and that didn't include digital. So you're probably talking, it's definitely sold over 1 million worldwide.
Yeah,
well over
crazy.
1 million. So yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's me done the news. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? Because I didn't have a topic in mind this week. I always try and think of one, but I don't always come up with one. I mostly do. But
well, we were kind of touched upon PS Plus, didn't we, as a topic, I suppose. Yeah, not that we didn't finalise anything, but Nicole's got something.
It was one thing I wanted to ask. Like, I wanted to ask you guys, but I mean, it seems relevant to the podcast. But I mean, how do you feel about the kind of like the bigger games like Just Cause and that on PS Plus as opposed to like the indie titles we used to see? Because I saw a lot of that come up when they announced Just Cause, that everyone was complaining that it's not indie titles as such anymore.
Because I see the opposite on my timeline. I see everyone moaning when it is indie. Yeah, exactly. So I just think you've got two options. You've got a big game or an indie title, and you're going to split your audience 50-50 with annoyed people and happy people. What I like about the indie games is that it makes you play something that you maybe wouldn't be willing to spend money on. So I've played things like Velocity 2X from Future Lab and Tabletop Racing and probably a myriad of other games that I probably wouldn't have taken a chance on before.
And also you do sometimes get a mix of a bigger game and a smaller game, but I agree with that. Like, sometimes you'll play a game you wouldn't otherwise have tried, and it's got Life is Strange being free. I mean, I wouldn't call it an indie game, but I wouldn't call it a pure massive AAA game either. It's sort of somewhere in between, but I mean, there's a lot of people who might not have tried that. I mean, my brother-in-law, I was playing it today and my brother-in-law's down and he walked past and he's going, I tried that one. So that's the perfect example. I mean, he's tried it because he downloaded it for PS Plus and he quite enjoyed it.
How it skews things like sales figures. So would that, if you subscribe to PS Plus and download a game, so say Horizon was a PS Plus game, would those free downloads add to its sales figures?
Oh yeah, of course, because Sony pays for Sony pays for each download, I think. So it's still a paid for game in some respects. That's what happened with Rocket League. That's how it helped.
Oh yeah, that was another one that was free, wasn't it? That I wouldn't have ever bought. What about you, Nicole? What do you feel about? Oh, and you, Rebecca. Sorry, you.
I agree with the whole. It gives you a chance to experience kind of like, I like it when they have the indie title and that, because it does give you a chance to, like play a game that you'd necessarily just kind of go past, like when you were looking through the store or whatever. So I mean, do you remember Stick It to the Man?
Yeah, I played that one as well, where we had like that brain hand.
Yeah, I thought that was a really eccentric, funny, really interesting game. And if I was going past that in the store, I'd think, that would be awful. But it was actually really fantastic where it's free. I played it, and I mean, I think introducing Just Cause and that, again, it makes you feel like you're getting your value for money kind of thing.
I wonder if they picked a big game this month and probably next month to soften the price.
Yeah, literally soften the blow.
And then go back to indies.
I think it works the other way as well, though. You know how you say you can look at some indie games that you probably wouldn't have ever picked up. I think some people might look at the big games like Just Cause 3 that they might have wanted for a while, but not have been keen on the price. So at the same time, I guess it works the other way around. I mean, I like that they do, like a big game and then an indie game. I really like that because, you can't, and that's probably the best way to please everyone, because you're getting the big blockbuster hits. And then you're also getting like a charming little indie game that, people haven't really heard of, and playing that might lead them down the road to more indie games. Like you said, you played something that you would never have touched normally, and then you really liked it. So I think doing a big game and a small game is probably really successful, but I don't really have any personal experience of actually downloading them, because as I said, I don't have it. But I really think it works well, big and small. I think it works really good.
Also, I suppose it helps support the smaller studios, because Sony will be pumping some money into them to say, we're going to give this away for free. So, go away and make improvements and support it. And, lots of people are going to play it, because I'd imagine that most people do download most of the games to try them. So
Yeah,
but they do.
I do.
I'd just take advantage of it if I had it and, they were free.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, well, they're free. There's nothing stopping me. I'll just download them. If I don't like them, I didn't lose anything. And if I do like them, then I didn't have to spend a lot of money on them. So I think it works really well.
See, I'm sad. I don't like playing a game and not finishing it because it ruins my trophy list.
Yeah.
Mine. Don't look at mine then. Like you'll get a broken heart at the end of it. Like.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we've not done well. We've not talked, probably because there's not been much, but we've not talked about the games coming out.
Oh yeah, we haven't, have we?
Over in the sort of future, and the games are out this week. We always used to talk about what was coming out this week and next week, and we think with games coming starting to crawl out now again, it might be worth just taking a quick look at August, because it's starting to get quite busy actually, and maybe you can pick out the games that you're looking forward to. So let me just go through some of the August releases, and you can just tell me what ones you think stick out from here. Okay, I'm going to pick out the bigger ones. I'm not going to pick out them all because otherwise there's too many. So start with Sonic Mania. City Skylines is also coming to PS4. Agents of Mayhem. Uncharted Lost Legacy. F1 2017. Madden 18. What else we got here? We've got... No, I do know what that game is, so I'm not going to say what it is. There's one called Shopkeep. I don't know what that's all about. Absolver. Dead Alliance. Killing Floor 2. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle for Switch. Resident Evil Revelations HD. Everybody's Golf. Yakuza Kiwami. And Life is Strange Before the Storm. It's probably the big games for August. Yeah. So there we go.
I'm excited for some
Anything
of them.
stick out there?
I have some.
Yeah, go on, Rebecca. You pick a couple first. We'll go around in a sec.
Obviously, Uncharted. I've already pre-ordered that. But I know I mentioned this to you guys in the WhatsApp group, but I love Resident Evil Revelations. I love it. It's probably my favourite Resident Evil game. So the fact that it's coming out on PS4 is so exciting. So I'm definitely going to be getting that one. I cannot wait to have a go at that on the PS4 because I first played it on the 3DS. And then there's a game coming out in August that you didn't mention that's an indie title that I'm quite interested in, which is called Last Day of June. And that's by 505 Games, and I think that looks quite interesting. So probably for me, August will be Resident Evil Revelations HD, Uncharted, Lost Legacy, and Last Day of June. So I've got 3 main titles sticking out for me there.
Nice.
What about you, Nicole?
Uncharted, obviously.
Yeah, goes without saying, doesn't it?
I feel like
Yeah,
we'll all say
obviously.
Uncharted.
And probably Life is Strange. I mean, I've been really looking forward to Life is Strange for a while, and but I'd say, I don't know, I'd say it's almost on par with Uncharted for me. It's like that good, but I mean, other than that, none of those really interest me because obviously I'm not really a fan of scary games, so I can't share Rebecca's enthusiasm for Resident Evil, and other than that, it's not really my cup of tea, to be honest.
Yeah.
These two will save a lot of money though.
True. I'm also in for Uncharted. Obviously, be stupid not to be. I quite like to give F1 a go, but I think it might be a bit of a slog on the trophies. And then there's a game you didn't mention, Joe, another horror game called White Day, which is like a Japanese. It looks like something like The Ring or kind of.
I see that game. One on my list.
Yeah, which is by P-Cube. So I'm probably going to get that. But I think it comes out the same day as Uncharted. So it's going to struggle to sell much if that's the case. But yeah, it looks good. It looks like my kind of game. So I'm going to jump on that.
Yeah.
And you, Jay?
Oh, it's quite a good month.
Golf.
It's quite a good month for me. I'm quite interested to try Sonic Mania because it looks. I don't usually bother with Sonic games, but this one actually looks pretty decent. It looks kind of a throwback to the old good Sonic games, so the way it's done, so it could be quite interesting. I think it is partly something to do with the old games, but they've thrown in new levels or something. I'm not 100% sure. I've not looked into it a lot, to be honest. I've just seen a few videos and it just looked like old Sonic to me, so I'm thinking, that would be quite interesting to try. I think also Agents of Mayhem, because I really like Saints Row. It's quite funny in a way, and Agents of Mayhem, it's the same people who make that, and it's kind of, I think it's totally different from Saints Row, but it's not, so it'll be quite interesting. I might just rent that one just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Obviously Uncharted as well, because I'm
Obviously.
a massive Uncharted fan, so
gonna be
everybody's
great.
got off as well, because I love that game. It's so good. It's just brilliant. I can't wait to play it again. I played the beta and it was just awesome, so I can't wait to play it. That's definitely on my list. In fact, I think I've already pre-ordered that. I already own Uncharted because of that triple pack, so I don't need to worry about pre-ordering that. Whether when that comes out, I'll have it. I pre-ordered Everybody's Golf and also pre-ordered Life is Strange Before the Storm as well, so it's quite a good month for me.
I ordered the physical releases of Oceanhorn on Friday.
Oh, from Limited Run?
Yeah, I got both versions in the end. I couldn't decide which one to go for. So.
Yeah, I saw your tweet.
The thing is, for months, like July, June, probably May as well, there's not really been anything I've been excited about, so it's quite nice to have about 4 or 5 games I'm excited about in August.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking, looking even further ahead, August is probably one of the best months for me personally in this year. I'm just looking, there's Knack at early September, Knack 2. I quite like the first Knack, so I might...
I'm shuddering right now. I'm literally
really?
shuddering.
It was good.
I'm quite excited for that. And then obviously I'm not interested in Destiny 2 or just looking down the list. PES 2018, I always like my football games, so PES 2018 and FIFA 2018, I'm really excited for them. But there's not really maybe Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, I maybe get excited for that, but there's not really that much this year.
I'm excited for the new Need for Speed.
Yeah, that'll I'll enjoy as well. And
we need to mention Gran Turismo. I'm really excited for Gran Turismo. I cannot wait. Did you understand that in my accent?
Please don't. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Battle Chasers as well. Obviously, I'm excited for that. Battle Chasers Night War. I'm well excited for that. But yeah, I'm just went to list. I didn't think there was much this year I was excited for, but I'm looking down the list now and I'm like, South Park. I want to try that one as well.
Yeah.
The new Assassin's Creed looks alright, I guess. Crackdown 3 might be okay, who knows. Battlefront 2, oh my god, my most anticipated game of the year. So yeah, maybe there is a few games I'm excited for this year.
Yeah, maybe you've changed your mind now after reading that.
Oh, Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is the one I want more than anything. If I had to choose one game this year,
you choose it over Uncharted?
I would choose Battlefront 2, yeah.
Don't, because I've been playing Battlefront 1 just to kind of get back in the zone. It's so awful now, though. Like,
really?
Yeah,
I've not played any of them.
I can't believe I said I'd choose that over Uncharted, actually. I don't know. I think I would.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, I love Uncharted, obviously, but just Battlefront was a sort of I don't normally play shooters, but that was a shooter I got hooked on for months and months. It was just so good. And I was alright at it as well.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's just cool. It's really good. So yeah, I'm excited for that. FIFA. Everybody's Golf's going to be so good though. I can't wait to play that.
We should move on because we're just talking about what we're excited about rather than what's going on now.
But I'm excited though.
I want to just talk about a few things that's been going on social media and whatnot, if I can. Just interject with that. So we've started a poll. So I'm going to do another competition. So I wanted to know what people wanted, whether they want to win a copy of, or whether they want the chance to win a copy of Wipeout or of Uncharted. So I've done a poll, and whichever one wins the poll, we'll give away a copy of.
Are we talking about the new Uncharted, I guess?
Yeah, Lost Legacy, yeah. Or the Omega Collection for Wipeout with the retro sleeve. But at the moment, it's an emphatic landslide for Uncharted. It's 78% Uncharted with 107 votes. So looks like we'll be giving away a copy of that next week. Obviously, it won't be with the winner until release day, but we'll run the competition. And also, whilst we're talking about that, because that would be fun, that would be supplied by Monster Shop. Monster Shop are also giving our patrons a £5 off voucher. So if you're one of the 4 lovely people that have backed us, then I will send you a a code which you can use on the Monster Shop website, which also means you can get Uncharted: The Lost Legacy for £20 if you use your £5 voucher. So makes it a bit of a bargain. So I'll give a shout out to the guys actually. So we've got Jason Park, Joe Tutel, and Thomas McInnes. I hope I've said your names right, but they're our Patreon backers at the moment. So thank you, and that's it. And also Square SQXO July ends tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've had tons and tons this month. I don't know how I'm going to pick my favourite one.
I know.
I've been trying to narrow it down in the process, but it's really hard.
Hard to keep up, isn't it?
You get another one, you're like, oh, I like that, and then, oh, I like that, and then you just think, so.
Don't, because after what happened last time where I ended up picking yours, Dan, and I was like, I have to rethink everything.
I don't think I've done any this time, but.
Okay, good. Keep it that way.
You can never partake, Dan.
Yeah. Because I've got the prizes here, so I keep them for myself.
You just keep them, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of social covered up, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We've been playing for the last 10 minutes or so.
Say that again.
Oh, do you not understand my accent?
No, you broke up.
You're too European, Dan.
Do you want to talk about what we have been playing for the last 10 minutes or so of the podcast?
Are we playing an Amazon game again yet?
Oh yeah, Rebecca.
I do have some things done. I found some really weird reviews as well, which I think are going to completely throw you off. I did one for a non-PlayStation item. Okay. I did 2 PlayStation items and then one for a non-PlayStation item. I found some really strange reviews. I don't know how you find it when you look at them, Dan, but there are some weird reviews out there, aren't they?
I'd say there's some weird people that write.
Yeah.
Amen.
Let's bin off what we've been playing then, and then let's do this. Yeah. Let's do the game. Okay. We need a theme song for it.
Yeah, we do.
I've not been playing much. I only played Life is Strange, really. I can't really think of anything else I played. I played Rocket League, actually.
Hold on. I thought we were doing the Amazon game.
Oh, I thought we were doing what?
We're doing the games first.
Well, it seems we've started with the games, so we'll play the Amazon game after that. Yeah, I've been playing Life is Strange then, some more, and Rocket League, because I get roped into playing Rocket League. So, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to finish Life is Strange so that when the new one comes out, you're kind of
that's
moving
the
straight
aim,
on.
But whether I do or not, I don't know. It just depends how busy I am. But yeah, when I get a minute, I've just been sitting playing it 'cause it's quite a nice chill game. So,
yeah.
PlayStation and chill.
What about you guys?
I've not really been playing anything either because I've been a bit down on games. That all did change today. Thank you, birthday presents. But the first episode of Game of Thrones, Telltale Season 1, Game of Thrones was out for free. So I thought I'll download it. But I'm having a bit of trouble getting into it. And I think it honestly is because I love the TV series so much. And I can't see... Because the world of Game of Thrones and the TV series and the books is so knitted tightly together, for them to just say, oh, here's a new house, and they're involved now. I'm not really getting into it, but I just sort of played it because it was, first episode was free. I don't know if I'm going to carry on or if I'm going to go back and buy the other 5 episodes, but it was good fun just to, to say it was free, just to have a little go at it. It was quite good fun.
I quite enjoyed them. I played all 6.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just because it's the first episode and it's setting up for, the rest of the season. But I just sort of played to about halfway through the first episode, and then I was like, I kind of want to do something else now.
Yeah. Man, it's nearly time for the next episode already of Game of Thrones.
I know it's tonight.
I don't watch it tonight. You kidding? What,
I
watch
it
2 in the morning or something? I'll watch it tomorrow. I generally watch it Monday at 9 o'clock. That's perfect.
That's what I do too.
So
that's it. That's all I've been playing.
What have you added to the pile from today? Anything yet, or is it just?
I got. Thank you very much for sending me Prey, Dan.
Oh, that was okay.
That was very appreciated. So I got Prey from you, and I got the mug too. I thought that was very cool. And everything else I knew. And you know how I was talking earlier about how much I love Resident Evil, but I got Resident Evil Revelations 2 from my boyfriend, and I got Resident Evil 5 remake from my mum. So very Resident Evil themed day. But I'm not sure what I'm going to play first because although I love them, I am a little bit of a baby when it comes to playing horror games when I'm home alone. So I might start Prey tomorrow because that's the least scary of the 3, I'm assuming.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks for sending it me.
That's all right. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wow, what have I been playing? Gosh. well, obviously I've finished the first Crash Bandicoot in the
Oh,
trilogy,
yeah. Well done.
which obviously, in case anyone missed it, I did review. So, but yeah, it was, I really, I was really kind of glad to get through it, because now it's just kind of going through and picking up all the relics and stuff to get the platinum.
Yeah.
But I started Cortex Strikes Back, and it's just as infuriating. So, I mean, I genuinely think I've had a mental breakdown since I've started the trilogy.
Are you pacing it so you can get over your insanity?
Well, it's like, I always say, like, with titles like Bioshock, Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot titles I've kind of played before, I take my time with them because I really enjoy them, and when I like kind of go into them for a more leisurely kind of thing as opposed to powering through games. So, I mean, what have I played other than that? Played a bit more of Rhyme. I've nearly finished it, but I've started my stepdad started watching me play it, and
Really?
he's got so engrossed that I can't actually play it until he's present.
Without
so,
him watching.
yeah, he's
That's cool.
really into it. It kind of takes him back to old Prince of Persia kind of days, which is
Yeah.
his reference. So, but yeah, other than that,
can
I've not
see
really
that.
played much.
Been quite weak by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
For everyone.
So Lisa's been away, so I put in the last day and a half 10 hours into Persona 5, which I'm loving and is amazing, but I won't talk too much more about it. I've spoken about that before. I've also platinumed the Sexy Brutale, which is a game by Tequila Works, which are the guys that made Rhyme.
Oh yeah.
And it's like set in a casino and you relive the same day over and over again and have to stop people being murdered.
Oh,
So-
that sounds cool.
It's a bit of a puzzler.
It does sound pretty good, to be honest.
I did that, and then I started this afternoon a PSN game called Ikumi. So I got some PSN credit for my birthday, so I just basically looked online at some cheap, easy kind of games just to play to pace me through Persona, because I don't want to get off track from it for too long. So if I've got some 2 or 3 hour games that I can jump into, feel like I'm completing something, and then carry on with Persona, it makes it a bit easier in my head. So this Ikimu, or however you say it, you're like a ninja Eskimo killing little square zombies in different... It's a bit rubbish, but some games are just... You just play it and pass the time. It's very much like an N64 3D platformer. I wouldn't recommend it as such, but I'm happy to sit there and play it for a few hours and then go
Just
back to
play it.
Persona. So
Yeah, just as a break.
that's what I've been playing. The soundtrack on the Sexy Brutale is amazing as well. If you've got a decent stereo system, it was quite good last night. I had it up turned up loud because Lisa was away and maybe probably hated me. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing. I'm trying to play a few extra bits and pieces. So yeah,
Sounds good then.
Okay,
Right, should we do our Amazon game?
let's wrap up with an Amazon game.
yeah. Let's do it.
Right. Okay, I don't know how many games you want me to do. If we're running out of time, I could just do one game and then the random item.
No, just
Yeah,
all.
let's do that.
We'll get them easy.
Just-
I'm sure.
Right, okay.
Right.
Well, I'm not sure, to be fair, if you've
Challenge
already done them
accepted.
on previous podcasts. But here you go, I'll give it fun. Right, the first one, you won't get anything from this, but I thought it was funny, so I included it. I'm giving this 1 star because it took over my life. And that's why I put that in.
Okay.
Okay, first serious one then. 6th of April 2016. Terrible game. It has very poor control graphics. Gameplay is very annoying. I don't understand why the game developers made a game you can't enjoy at all. Why would anyone enjoy a game where you die every 2 minutes because of the poor controls and hard levels?
But it's taken over
Is it-
someone's life.
Is it
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot?
No, it's not.
2016.
Oh,
2016.
So it's a cult game because someone loves it
Yeah.
and it's
It
level
took
based.
over someone's life.
They keep dying.
It's not Bloodborne. That's not your review,
It's
is it?
not Bloodborne, no.
Written
My
by
review
Rebecca.
would be 5 stars.
She was the one that took over my life.
Yeah, well, that could be me, to be fair.
Or Dark Souls, something along that line. Dark Souls.
You're sort of
2.
on the right track.
What's the other one that isn't Dark Souls?
The one that's kind of like it, but isn't. Oh God, what's it called? It's on my head, but I can't think what it's called. It's kind of Dark Souls-ish.
Is there another review?
Yeah, there's another review.
Yeah, go for it.
You're really close to it, but I'll read you the other review. Right. 25th of October 2016. Cheap deaths, poor mob placement, trial and error rather than skill. You won't die in fight, just cheaply placed traps and ambushes. The multiplayer is still broken, as the first 2 games. Lag is still a major issue. Poise has been broken since it came out. Overall, poor game.
Not Dark Souls 3.
It's Dark Souls 3. Well done. Yeah. you nearly were like, oh, is it a Dark Souls game? Oh no, I don't think so. Right, I've got another one then. If you want to have another one.
Go.
Right. Okay. Oh, actually, 30th of July 2015. That's not my birthdays. I don't get it. You get stuck on rocks and backgrounds. The combat is shocking.
Horizon.
No. Nope. And however, the graphics are good. Also, talk without much happening.
It sounds like Horizon, but it's Metal Gear 5, isn't it?
It's not Horizon. It's not Metal Gear 5. I have more reviews.
Is it an Xbox game?
It's not a PS4 exclusive, so yes, it's on Xbox.
I'm trying to think now. Oh god.
You get stuck on rocks.
Because that sounds like something that would annoy me massively.
What was the date
That's
on
why
that?
like,
What was the date? 30th of July 2015, so 2 years ago today.
Oh, quite an old one then. It's not
I'll give you
Skyrim
another-
remastered or something like
No,
that?
it's not Skyrim.
okay, yeah, next
review? Okay. 19th of July 2015. The menus have been badly thought out and the explaining is rather confusing, especially for anyone with very little RPG experience. The option of free world roaming is pointless, as the surrounding areas of the main gameplay are incredibly dull and offer no incentive to explore. Every character I met seems in a state of utter depression. That's how this game feels. It's dull, and also there's the floating horse.
Is it definitely not Horizon?
Definitely
No,
not
it wouldn't
Horizon,
be
I
in
can promise you.
2015 now.
I know, but maybe she's got the year wrong. Floating horse.
I can read.
Is it Fallout 4?
No.
Horse.
RPG.
I bet a lot of you have played it as well. I bet that's what is annoying.
So it's not Skyrim, it's not Fallout
not
4.
Skyrim.
It's an RPG, or is it Uncharted
The only game I've
4?
ever got a horse stuck on is The Witcher.
Oh, is it The Witcher 3?
It's The Witcher 3, well done.
Well done, Nicole.
No, we
Get more confidence, Nicole.
I remember distinctly, right? I put up a tweet like years ago of me like with my horse vertically in the floor, and I was like, "Great parking."
Yeah,
So
I've had the same thing. I think you would have got it from the third one because the third one mentioned something about Game of the Year. I don't think so.
that
So,
would have
I
narrowed it
think
down.
that you would have narrowed it down then. But yeah, The Witcher. I think a lot of people are mad at The Witcher for. I don't know. People think it's quite dull, but I quite enjoyed it. I thought
I
it was
like
quite
it, I think it's great.
I like it. I just haven't got the time for it. Like that's the sad part.
And
Okay.
I've got a random item if you want to do that. It's
Yeah.
a bit funny reviews. I just thought I had to put it in because of the review. Okay, right. Used it once and the shaft broke during use.
Room?
No. I have 2 reviews if you need another help.
Yeah, something else that's gonna put a different image in my head. Preferably.
I don't know if it'll help very much. Too small, 2 balls, but they are not suitable for game. When I opened them, they were dusty. Looks like someone else has been using them.
No.
Is this it's not a gaming item?
No, it's random.
No, it's a random item. It's not a video game. Can you imagine if it was? Shaft broke the first time.
No, it's great. I don't know.
Oh, 2 balls. It's not like a swing ball unit.
No.
2 balls and a shaft. Interesting.
Stop.
Interesting.
This
Oh,
might
I'm
need
crying.
to
I
be
just did my
rated
makeup. What are you
PG-13.
doing?
Dusty as well.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
What's got a shaft and I don't know, like a tripod?
That is
No,
a.
it's not a tripod.
I don't really know.
Do you want to tell you?
It's not a badminton racket.
You're
No, 'cause
very
you don't
close.
play
You're
with
so
balls.
close.
It's a squash racket.
Table tennis.
No, nearly.
Tennis.
You're thinking, yeah, it's a tennis set. It's really funny. I thought
Tennis.
that. I just loved it. The review just literally just says used it once and the shaft broke. Like that's all it says. It doesn't say anything else. I just thought that was so amusing. Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
all
definitely
I got.
amusing. Got to redo my makeup now. Thanks, Rebecca.
I just thought that was funny. But yeah, that was good fun. I really liked hosting that. You should do like circles so everyone gets to have a little go. It's good fun what you find deep in the Amazon dark web of reviews.
Oh gosh.
And it's also, it's good to be on the other side of it where you don't know what someone's talking about.
Yeah,
So.
it's funny.
Cool.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks for letting me have a go at that. That was good fun.
I hope you guessed at home some of them. Let us know if you got it right.
So we titled the podcast Two Balls and a Shaft.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
are you guys trying to kill me off?
2 balls and a broken shaft.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get much exposure if we put it up like that.
No, probably not.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, that was good fun though. Thanks for letting me have a go at that.
Okay, doke. That's it. We're wrapping up now. So thanks for joining us for this podcast, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.